Hai, Assalamualaikum. This time around, kita akan tengok tentang filter dan kita akan tengok apa juga functions ataupun formulas yang kita boleh menggunakan bersama dengan filter, and at the same time, I'm going to touch about format S table. Yeah. What is the advantage of using format S table from version 2013 and above. As usual, before we begin, hope that you can subscribe and also like, and please share this knowledge with others so that others can learn as well. Okay, anda semua dah bersedia? Okay, let's start. Now, usually, I will always tell my participants, please, if possible, do not have a blank rows or even a blank column. Why? There's a lot of functions and formulas or even technique that you're going to use in Excel. If you don't have a blank rows or even blank columns, kerja you akan jadi laju gila. So I purposely having this blank column in between this database, assuming this is a very huge database with a blank column. Okay, so before we begin, let's see the way on how we can create filter. I'm going to share with you 3 ways, but the reason behind the 3 ways, I will explain after I show you the method. Method number 1, assuming that we don't have this area. So what we have to do is we have to select the whole database. Then click filter. See, this will be the least preferred way kalau kita ada database yang sangat besar. Tak practical. If you were to have like 10,000 rows, you're not going to like select the whole 10,000 rows. Impractical. Orang takkan pilih teknik ni. Second, the most popular. Select the title. Filter. Third, select one cell. Filter. That's the fastest way. Usually in my class, once I've shown that, oh, dia kata, this will be my next way of doing filter. But I always tell my participant, please be careful, because see, if you choose to select this without understanding, or even select a single cell and then press filter without understanding the risks, then you're going to be in trouble. So, kenapa nak kena guna 3 method tu? I know select the whole database will not be you punya popular choice bila nak buat filter. Okay? Tapi tengok, let's say I buat simple dulu. Kita buat filter dan tengok results tu. Dekat sini ada 4, dekat sini ada 6 nama, for instance. Okay, now saya insert blank row. See what happens. Let's say if I were to select one cell and click at filter, see what happens. Dia tak cukup. Means that anything that comes after a blank row will not be included in your filter. Nampak cepat, tapi risk very high. Imagine if you were to have like 10,000 rows of data, then at row maybe 9,000, there's a blank row, and you didn't know about it. Contoh macam tu. Yeah. Or even let's say 1,000 rows of data, and at row 950, you don't know that you have a blank row, and it so happen yang 50 balance tu sebenarnya part of your data yang you perlu untuk buat analisis. Bahaya. So if that were to be the case, then what would be the appropriate solution? You tak ada choice. select the whole database macam ni. Click at filter, tengok result. Dia akan masuk, tetapi akan ada blank sekali. If you don't mind working with the blank, then you can just work as usual. Or else, klik dekat sini, offkan saja blank tu, uncheck that, press OK. Now, you can work like normal. Clear? Next. Let me delete this. This is the most popular technique. Wherever I went and talk about or teaching about filter, that will be the technique that we show. When I ask them, where do you learn that from? Say, oh, I learned it from someone. Oh, just try my luck. Those are the usual answer that I get. Tapi sebenarnya, this is not the right method or the right way to do it. Actually, kalau you ada dekat 20-30 kolom, takkan you nak buat macam tu? Oh, tak praktikal kan? The best way, klik dekat sini. Klik filter. Kenapa kena select filter? Kenapa tak klik kat satu cell saja? See what happen. Assuming now we have this. When I click at filter, this is not included in the filter option or filter function. So, solution you select. Then only this part will be included. Clear? So, let's recall. Why do you need to select the whole database? It's because you have a blank row. Why do you need to select the title? Because you have a blank column. However, if you don't have any blank rows or even a blank column, you just need to click at one cell. See that? Let me give you a trick. For instance, let's say that this is the whole database. You want to speed up your work. Now you understand about blank rows and blank columns. So in this case, you don't want to do this. So what you can do is select this blank area, type at least one cell. Now it's connected. Do that, and then filter. And now you can work as usual. Once you're done, you can always clear. Because sometimes you'll be sharing your database with others, and others don't like the database to be changes to a form that they don't understand. So we just clear. Clear? Good. So once you have database, now we don't need this. I'm going to delete this part. I'm going to select filter. Since I don't have any blank rows or blank column, I can just select one cell. Now we have this. So with this, I can select to see whatever that I want, to choose whatever I want. I can even sort if I want. Yeah. Let's say for this one, I can select. Let's say I would like to have a quantity which is greater than, let's say, 20,000. Or maybe 30,000. That comes from east. See how easy that is? Okay, let's say once that is done, then you would like to know the total of it. Some people, this is what they do. Let's say they have north. The boss would like to know a report about North. So what they do is, once they have this, they're gonna copy this and paste it in different worksheet. Then, for instance, they're gonna select this part. And they look at the bottom, oh, it's 18,183,877. Oh, the number is 7 items, and this is the average. They type it somewhere, and they print it, boss report. So now, since 2003 and above, Microsoft created a function. It's very useful, very easy to use, but it was not that popular back then. However, in 2007, that feature has been improved, and it has been improved further in 2013 and above. The function I'm talking about is called format as table. How do we create a format as table? Select a single cell, select any type you want. Let's see that one. See, once your database is connected, there's no blank rows, no blank column. You just select a blank cell. No, sorry, a single cell. Then click at filter. Excel will automatically select the whole database. That's the beauty of it. So when I press OK, look at the top here. You can see table design or table tool design. So how does this format as table works? Let's say if I were to delete this part. The way to get the total is by multiplying price and quantity. And usually people will double click at the field handle, so that it reaches the last row. So now I'm going to repeat the process. Notice that the label appears instead of the cell address. So when I press enter, Excel, by using format as table, will automatically fill up. But how does Excel knows that? Look, based on the selection of the format as table, it sets the limit of this database. So Excel knows that this is the last row. It automatically stops here. So what else can you do? See this total row? So when you do this, if the last or the rightmost column contains values, Excel will automatically sum. However, if you don't want to use this one, you can always change it to average, or maybe this one to sum, and also count. Let's say I would like to look for pen. Notice that Excel will update or calculate that automatically by using the subtotal function. And what is another advantage of using this format as table? Now, with format as table, it allows me to have two different databases in one worksheet, and both database contains a filter, a function called filter. So for instance, if I were to copy this, I'm going to select the whole database like this. Just select the whole thing. I'm going to copy this. By right, it should be a different set, but just an example. So notice that I have one filter here and another filter down here. A normal filter doesn't allow you to have that, because with a filter, it only allows you to have one filtered database at one time in one worksheet. Yeah. So like this one, I can always change the form of the data. So this one to green and this one is to blue. So let's say you want to send a report to your boss to do a comparison between Parker and Ahmad. or Amina and Ahmad. So you have both in one. So let me add another feature in this one. See, from here, what we can do is, see this slicer? You have slicer in 2010, but in 2013, this is the upgrade function. You can insert a slicer in a format as table. For instance, if I were to select zone or even product, now with this, I can select. Notice that this is disabled. The color is not that clear, means that it is not available. I can click here and it still gives you some values. However, if I were to select this one, it becomes 0. However, this format as table, this slicer is only available for this one, for the first database. Means that if you would like to have another slicer for this one, you have to create another one. So in this case, the one at the bottom, again, table tool design, slicer. So means that we need to have 2 sets of slicer, one set for each database. Once you have this, you can also adjust a little bit. Let's say I want to have much smaller form, like that. Done. So now you can give this to your boss as a report. It comes with that one as well, so that you don't have to print every time. Okay? Everything become paperless. Lajulah kerja. And if you like to have like multiple selection, see this? So that is north and west. This is south and north. Or even this one, let's say I would like to see the results for pen and paper. So that'll be all. I hope this one helps, and I hope you can share this video to others so that they can also work extremely fast just like you. So enjoy.